everyone, I'm Jamie Carlson here with Knox Management Consulting, and we're here at South by with some of my friends from Ellevoy. We're going to talk to us a little bit about what they just launched this week.
Hi, nice to see you, Jamie, and it's great to be at South by Southwest this year. I'm the co-founder of Ellevoy. My name is Candice Edwards.
And I'm Jennie Blumenthal, the other co-founder of Ellevoy.
So you guys just did a big launch today. Can you tell us a little bit about what you guys are working on?
Absolutely. We have architected an intelligent matching platform to connect female and underestimated founders to the right capital, and the key word is right capital and talent for growth and scale. It's a truly disaggregated environment, the startup ecosystem is, and so we're trying to ultimately stitch it together so that our founders can find the right folks to really amplify their businesses and bring them to market where they typically have not had a seat at the table.
Right, and we're using AI and technology to really accelerate that because we know that there's so much to be done across founders and funders and advisors, but they're really all disconnected right now, and we're excited about our tech backgrounds and using 25 years each of technology and scaling high growth companies, but just applying that to female founders.
I love that. It's so important right now, especially just with the landscape as it is, and there needs to be more women in tech. So how is this going to help women accelerate in the tech industry and beyond?
Well, I think we're at a pinnacle time in history with technology. Technology is a force for change, and it's an accelerator in and of itself. And so whether you're in a CPG company, a retail company, you're starting an AI tech company, typically you have greenfield environments right now where there's no technical debt, and the world and the opportunities are sort of endless. The real omission is the ability to capitalize those companies quickly so that you can grow and scale and have a competitive advantage. And I think Ellevoy is intended, I know, is intended to connect really the great minds that are ideating on these ideas, creating MVPs, and launching and scaling by matching them to the right kind of capital in order for them to do those very things.
That's amazing. So I asked you guys earlier, how do you pronounce the name, and where is it from?
So the name is Ellevoy, and it's French for she goes, because we believe that every entrepreneurial journey is different, and sometimes when you're an underestimated founder or a female founder, your journey might look a little bit different from some of your counterparts, and so we've built a platform that really has that in mind.
It's incredible. So in terms of AI, you touched a little bit on that. Can you talk about how you're integrating that into your process and what that looks like over the next few years?
Sure. Do you want to go?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. So the way we're thinking about this is data is really the thing that powers the platform.
Absolutely.
And so we really want to get to a point where we have the scale that's going to feed the best possible matches within the platform. And we really believe that women build things differently, and so they want to build with intention. So we're starting with our AI model to infuse the psychographics and the predictive analytics that take what is going to make a founder the most resilient founder and the most de-risked investment and matching them to the right talent. So we've got this exciting AI model that we're really using to infuse into the platform to really drive the right capital at the right time.
So you guys are female founders yourself. What have been the most eye-opening moments that you've had creating this new platform?
So many. We both come from corporate backgrounds. I was at a small company called Salesforce, and Jennie came from a very large global consulting firm. Can we say the name?
Sure, PwC.
PwC. And we had a lot of people on our teams to really help move progress forward for our customers. And you're looking at the people that are making the sausage. So the hardest part is having that kind of wherewithal in team building when you're in corporate America, and then really digging down deep back in history and learning how to build things yourself, which I think keeps your mind really sharp. It keeps you really frugal when it comes to being a scrappy startup founder. We don't work out of our garages, we work out of our homes. You know, we leverage Zoom, success from anywhere, but I think that's the most eye-opening thing is learning all of the operational processes that need to be put in place for us to be successful and really making the company what it is.
Absolutely. I think the other thing in that, the silver lining to it, as tough as it is, we are walking in the shoes of our founders every day, and we know how hard it is to do this on a shoestring budget and be scrappy and leverage partnerships and collaborate. So it keeps us really grounded in the founder's journey.
So I would love to hear a little bit more about the two of you and how you guys paired up.
Absolutely. Jennie and I met through a mutual colleague, actually at Salesforce. I recently had left Salesforce, And we were working with a collaboration company called the Female Quotient, this wonderful woman, Shelley Zalas, whose mission in life is to close the gender gap. And we both participated on a panel really about gender inequality, the pay gap itself, and reinventing yourself as a woman out of corporate America, no matter what stage in your career you're at. And the genesis of this idea was sort of born, gestated, and over the last 6 months, we decided to really go for it.
Yeah, we're really excited because we have such similarities in our background. We both worked with Fortune 100 companies in high tech and scaling, but then we also bring really unique things to the table where we've got Candace's SaaS Salesforce background and some of the content that I've been driving in terms of leadership and how women lead differently and how to thrive in your career and build companies differently, and that's infused all of our content, and so I think we make a really good team.
That's awesome to hear. So I would love to hear your top 3 tips for female entrepreneurs that are just kind of getting their footing. You want to start, Candice?
Sure, absolutely. Know what you're building. Can I give more than 3?
Yeah.
Know what you're building. This will go in one category. The product and service that you're bringing to market, make sure it's solving a problem and know how you're going to solve it. So understand things like your total addressable market, who your customer is, what's the cost of your offering internally, and then how are you going to price it effectively. Really have a strategic plan. It doesn't have to be right at all. Second, be open often and always to people that you're going to meet. You never know who is going to be able to help you, and more than that, how you can help them before they help you, the give to get. And number 3, do a lot of hot yoga to stay sane and mentally grounded, and realize that just doing it is enough, and just don't be so hard on yourself, because it is a hard journey, but it's worth it.
I feel like mindset is so important. Like, you really have to have that confidence and that mindset, and really not let that stop you, because a lot of times people get stopped before they get started.
Yes.
Right? They're like, everybody has this idea. There's 100
Yes.
million
Yeah,
fitness
that's right.
people.
Right.
But it's not about what you're selling, it's how you bring it differently.
That's right.
It's that unique
That's actually,
piece.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that's the pillar of actually one of the content pillars that we have on the platform. We actually have 3 pieces. The first is having that growth mindset and thinking about not just throwing away whatever you did before, but applying that towards the way you're building. The second piece is that go-to-market that Candace had mentioned, of how are you going to scale and really prove traction to investors. And then the third piece is how you tell the story. So first of all, getting grounded and knowing that you can do it, but then being able to tell that to the world so that you can really attract the right talent and capital to help you scale is really important.
That's really great advice. I love all that. Okay, so can you tell everybody where they can find you, how they can get involved,
yeah.
all of the things?
Yeah, absolutely. We launched yesterday officially on International Women's Day. Woohoo! You can find us at www.ellevoy.com. That's ELLEVOY.com. And depending on whether you're a founder, a funder, or talent, you'll go down just a sign-up journey, a really frictionless onboarding profile that you will create, and then you'll be part of the community, and you'll be able to check out a variety of resources, which Jennie can enlighten us about.
Yes, there's training on there so you can figure out how you're going to get pitch ready. We give you feedback in terms of pitching to investors, and you can actually take your own mindset reframing class on how to let go of your limiting beliefs so you can scale your company.
That's incredible. Thank you, ladies, so much for being with us today. I'm Jamie Carlson with Knox Management Consulting.